All right, so are you ready to dive in?
Let's go.
Today, we're taking you on a deep dive into V Causeway Bay.
Okay.
So you're thinking about maybe a stay in Hong Kong,
Mm.
and V Causeway Bay is really like flashing its luxury credentials.
Right.
So we've got their own marketing materials to look at.
Sounds good.
So, we're going straight to the source here.
Okay.
Private terraces, killer views, sleek design.
It does sound pretty amazing.
Yeah, it sounds amazing. But is it all marketing hype?
Right.
Or is it the real deal?
Yeah, that's what we're here to find out.
Yeah, that's what we're here to help you figure out.
Exactly.
Good.
One thing that's really interesting here is how they frame their location.
Okay.
Causeway Bay is really like the heart of Hong Kong's energy.
Yeah.
Nonstop shops, restaurants, people,
Huh.
really playing up the excitement.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes me wonder,
What's that?
is it ever quiet in Causeway Bay?
Right, like they're definitely selling you on being in the thick of it.
Yeah.
And so for you, the listener, the question is, right.
Is that invigorating or is that exhausting?
Exactly.
Causeway Bay isn't exactly known for its peaceful retreats,
No, not really.
but if you thrive on that constant buzz,
Yeah.
then V Causeway Bay is positioning itself as like the ultimate front row seat.
The place to be.
Yeah.
And the way they define luxury,
Right.
it goes beyond just the location.
Okay.
They're not just giving you a place to sleep. They're selling you a whole lifestyle.
Okay, so this luxury isn't just about the location.
Right.
It's about the apartment itself.
Mm-hmm.
And let's be honest, they're going all out.
They are.
They're talking spacious apartments, a whole floor per unit.
Wow.
In a city as densely packed as Hong Kong, that's unheard of.
That's crazy.
And then they've got the sleek design,
Yeah.
private terraces,
Uh-huh.
fully equipped kitchens.
Nice.
Like they even mentioned Le Creuset cookware,
Oh, wow.
like very specific
It's clear they're targeting a specific clientele,
people who appreciate those finer details and subtle markers of luxury.
Right.
But you know what really stands out to me?
What's that?
How they leverage these unique features
Yeah.
to set themselves apart.
Okay.
Think about it. The elevator opens right into your apartment
Wow.
in
Yeah.
Hong Kong. That's ultimate privacy.
Yeah.
But how much do you value that?
Right.
That's something to consider.
Yeah, but isn't that what every high-end place claims?
Good point.
Like, how do we know V Causeway Bay is truly different?
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to this whole V Smart Living community thing.
Yeah.
They talk about local experts helping you settle in community events,
Mm-hmm.
exclusive resident benefits.
It all sounds very appealing, but
Yeah, but is it, are they genuinely creating a community?
that's the question.
Yeah.
Or is it just a fancy hotel with a few extra perks?
Right.
Think about those community events.
Yeah.
Wouldn't those feel kind of awkward if only a handful of people showed up?
Yeah.
It's all about execution and whether they can actually foster
Right.
a sense of belonging,
Yeah.
especially for longer stays.
Hmm.
So it really depends on what you're looking for as a guest.
Yeah, it makes me think, are you looking for a place to really immerse yourself in a local community?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you prefer more of an independent, self-contained experience?
Yeah,
V Causeway Bay might struggle if
Yeah.
you're after that authentic local connection.
for sure.
Right.
Speaking of authentic,
Okay.
let's talk about cost.
Right, the big one.
They mention a starting price of HK $45,000 per month.
Okay, so not exactly pocket change.
No, not really.
Huh.
They do compare themselves favorably
Yeah.
to places like Lanson Place,
Okay.
the Luna,
Yep.
which have even higher starting prices.
Right.
But we're still talking about a serious investment here.
Yeah.
You really need to be realistic about
Correct.
what you're getting for that price.
So they're trying to position themselves as the sweet spot for luxury and value. Even though it's a pretty high price tag, they're claiming that you get more bang for your buck with their superior privacy,
Yeah.
the tailored experiences,
Uh-huh.
and those incredible apartments.
Right.
Is it enough to justify the cost?
I mean, that's ultimately up to you.
Yeah, that's for you to decide.
Exactly.
Right, but
One thing that did stand out to me
okay.
was their description of the booking process.
Okay.
Personalized service potential for exclusive offers.
Sounds pretty standard for high-end accommodation.
Yeah, I mean, no red flags,
Yeah.
but nothing particularly noteworthy either.
Right.
It's almost like they're saving the truly unique details for last,
What do you mean?
because buried in the materials they mentioned being located near,
Okay.
the Vibrant Typhoon Shelter-themed area.
Okay.
It's super vague,
What?
but it definitely piques my curiosity.
Right. What even is a Vibrant Typhoon Shelter-themed area?
Yep.
They drop it in there like it's this well-known landmark.
I know.
I've never heard of it.
Me neither.
I'm almost more intrigued by this mystery than anything else.
I know, right?
So we'll get into more of what V Causeway Bay offers in a bit.
Okay.
But I don't know about you.
Yeah.
I'm already adding typhoon shelter-themed area to my must-research list.
Me too. Speaking of sparking new questions,
Yeah.
let's get back to this whole V-Smart living community concept.
Okay.
You're really pushing it.
Uh-huh.
But are they just throwing a bunch of buzzwords around?
Yeah, it all sounds a bit vague, doesn't it?
It does.
But they do give some specific examples.
Okay.
Like they mention having local experts
Right.
who can help you settle in.
Yeah.
That could be a lifesaver for someone new to Hong Kong.
Absolutely. Especially if you're not familiar with the ins and outs of the city.
Right.
That personalized support could make a world of difference.
Yeah.
Imagine having someone to help you navigate everything,
Mm-hmm.
from setting up utilities to finding the best local grocery stores.
Yeah.
That's valuable.
It's almost like having a concierge service. It's dedicated to helping you feel at home.
Totally.
And then they talk about these community events. They host
Right.
casual get-togethers, themed parties.
Mm.
I could see that being appealing if you're looking to meet people.
Yeah.
And maybe make some friends.
Yeah, for sure.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
They're not the only ones offering these kinds of perks.
Right.
A lot of high-end accommodations have community events
Exactly.
and concierge services.
Mhm.
So what makes V Causeway Bay stand out?
Right. What's the unique draw?
Yeah, that's a great point.
You know, it's not enough to just say you have a community.
Right,
You have to actually cultivate it.
right.
And that's where I get a little skeptical.
Yeah.
Are these events well attended?
Yeah.
Do they actually foster genuine connections?
Mm-hmm.
Or are they just sparsely populated gatherings in a fancy setting?
Exactly.
Right.
And let's not forget about those exclusive resident benefits they keep mentioning.
Yeah.
It all sounds very glamorous, but what are they actually offering?
Exactly.
Are we talking about discounts at local restaurants and shops, or are we talking about something truly unique and valuable? I'm picturing discounts at designer boutiques I can't afford anyway. Save 10% on your next Gucci handbag.
Yeah.
Not exactly a game changer for most people.
No, not really. We need more specifics.
Yeah.
If they want to convince us that these benefits are worth the premium price tag,
Mm-hmm.
they need to show us
Yeah.
how they actually enhance your experience.
So they've made a lot of claims about what they offer,
Uh-huh.
but how do they stack up against the competition?
Good question.
They do mention a few competitors in their materials.
Okay.
Lance in Place, Balloon a Little Tie Hang.
Mm-hmm.
Are they truly offering better value?
That's the million-dollar question.
I know.
And it's tricky because, as we've discussed,
Yeah,
they are asking for a pretty penny.
right,
They're not pretending to be the cheapest option out there.
right.
They're trying to position themselves as the best option, even with that higher starting price.
So they're not winning on affordability.
No.
They're aiming for a different kind of win.
Exactly.
Right.
They're emphasizing their superior privacy, the tailored experiences,
Mm-hmm.
the sheer spaciousness of the apartments.
Right.
In a city like Hong Kong, where space is such a premium,
Yeah.
that's a major selling point.
I mean, having an entire floor to yourself
Right?
with an elevator opening directly into your apartment, that's next level privacy and exclusivity. You're not going to find that at your average hotel or service department.
And they're playing up those personalized touches, too.
Right.
They're implying that they go above and beyond to cater to each guest's individual needs and preferences. It all sounds very alluring, but
But as always,
yeah,
the devil's in the details.
exactly.
How do these tailored experiences actually play out in real life?
Right.
Are they genuinely personalized?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it just a fancy way of saying they'll remember your name and offer you a welcome drink?
Exactly. We need concrete examples.
Yeah.
If they want to stand out from the crowd,
Uh-huh.
they need to showcase what makes their service truly exceptional.
All right, let's shift gears for a minute
Okay.
and talk about the neighborhood itself,
Right.
Causeway Bay.
Mm-hmm.
They chose this location for a reason. And they're really playing up its vibrant energy and excitement in their marketing materials.
And for good reason.
Right.
Causeway Bay is a shopper's paradise,
Yeah.
a foodie's dream, a cultural hub.
Uh-huh.
It's got it all.
It does.
But let's be real.
Yeah.
That kind of nonstop energy isn't for everyone.
That's what I keep coming back to.
Yeah.
They're selling the excitement, the
Right.
constant buzz, the sensory overload.
Right.
But what if you're craving a little peace and quiet?
Imagine trying to relax on your private terrace
Right.
with the sounds of honking taxis and bustling crowds below.
Yeah.
It wouldn't exactly be the serene escape they're portraying, would it?
So if you thrive on being in the thick of it all,
Yeah.
constantly stimulated, then Causeway Bay's energy will probably invigorate you.
Yeah.
But if you're seeking tranquility,
Right.
if you're someone who needs a break from the hustle and bustle,
Yeah.
this might be overwhelming.
It's all about matching your personality and preferences to the location.
Right.
And while V Causeway Bay is definitely playing up the positives of Causeway Bay, they're also conveniently glossing over the potential downsides
Like the noise
The noise.
and the crowds.
and the fact that you might never get a moment of peace and quiet.
Exactly.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
highlighting the easy access to public transportation,
Right.
which is a huge plus in a city like Hong Kong.
Yeah.
But they're mentioning the fact
Right.
that you might have to fight your way through hordes of people
Yeah.
just to get to the train station.
Okay, so maybe they're not being entirely upfront
Yeah.
about the reality of living in Causeway Bay.
But let's be fair.
Okay.
They're not obligated to point out all the negatives.
Right.
It's their job to sell the dream, right?
True.
Yeah.
And to their credit, the location does have a lot to offer.
Okay.
The abundance of shopping and dining options is undeniable.
Yeah.
From high-end designer boutiques to quirky local shops, from traditional dim sum to Michelin-starred restaurants,
Right.
Causeway Bay has something for every taste and budget.
They also mentioned the cultural and recreational activities,
Yeah.
like the annual Rugby Sevens at the nearby Hong Kong Stadium.
That's a big one.
Yeah, that's a huge event that draws crowds from all over the world.
And let's not forget the vibrant street scene
Yeah.
with its frequent cultural festivals and performances. There's always something happening in Causeway Bay.
Right.
It's a feast for the senses,
Yeah.
whether you're into shopping, dining, or just soaking up the atmosphere.
All right, let's move on from the location and
Yeah.
talk about the actual apartments.
Right.
They're obviously proud of their luxurious interiors.
They are.
And they go into a lot of detail
Yes.
about the amenities and features.
They're painting a picture of ultimate comfort and style.
Okay.
Spacious layouts, sleek and modern design, elegant furnishings, plush bedding.
Sounds nice.
They're clearly aiming for a sophisticated and refined aesthetic.
And those private terraces.
Oh, yeah.
They keep coming back to those terraces.
I know.
And I have to admit, they sound pretty amazing.
They do.
Imagine waking up to a panoramic view of Hong Kong every morning.
Especially in a city like Hong Kong,
Yeah.
where outdoor space is such a luxury. Having your own private terrace could be a game changer.
Yeah.
Think about it. Enjoying your morning coffee,
Oh?
having a romantic dinner under the stars, or just relaxing with a good book
Right.
while taking in the city skyline.
Yeah.
It's a pretty tempting picture, right?
I'm sold. Where do I sign up?
But seriously,
Yeah.
I'm curious about the kitchens. They mentioned that they're fully equipped
Oh.
with everything you need,
Right.
even down to the fancy cookware,
Yeah.
like Le Creuset.
Like, they really go into detail.
Are they assuming their target audience is actually going to cook?
That's an interesting question.
I know, right?
On the one hand, they're surrounded by some of the best restaurants in the world.
Absolutely.
On the other hand,
Yeah.
having a beautiful, well-equipped kitchen
Yeah.
could be a major draw for those who enjoy cooking at home.
For sure. It offers flexibility
Right.
and the option to entertain guests
Yeah.
in a more intimate setting.
Plus, they mention having a washer-dryer combo in each unit.
Oh, yeah.
That's a huge convenience factor,
Absolutely.
especially if you're on an extended stay.
It suggests they're catering to those who want the comforts of home without sacrificing the luxury and convenience of a high-end hotel.
Yeah.
It's all about having options, right?
Okay, so these apartments sound pretty amazing.
They do.
But let's be real. They're not going to be everyone's cup of tea.
Definitely not.
First of all,
Yeah.
they come with a hefty price tag.
That's true.
And even if you can afford them, they might not be the right fit for your lifestyle or preferences.
Right.
I mean, some people might find the sleek and modern aesthetic a bit cold or impersonal.
True.
Others might crave a more traditional or cozy vibe. And let's face it,
Yeah.
some people just don't need an entire floor to themselves.
Exactly. And while those private terraces sound amazing,
Right.
not everyone prioritizes outdoor space.
Yeah.
Some people might prefer a smaller, more manageable apartment with a view they can enjoy from their living room window.
Right.
It all comes down to personal priorities.
Yeah.
And what you value most in a living space.
But I think we can agree.
I think so.
If you're looking for a luxurious, spacious, and private apartment in the heart of Hong Kong, V Causeway Bay is definitely worth considering.
Absolutely.
All right, so we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
Location, luxury, community, price. We've really unpacked what V Causeway Bay is trying to sell, at least.
Right.
According to their own marketing.
Yeah, for sure.
So what's your biggest takeaway?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Is it the city that never sleeps vibe of Causeway Bay? The promise of a supersized apartment with your own private elevator entrance?
Right.
Or are you still hung up on that mystery, vibrant typhoon shelter-themed area?
I'm still thinking about that, to be honest.
Honestly, I'm still trying to picture what a typhoon shelter-themed area even looks like.
I know.
Is it like a museum, a park, a really intense gift shop?
Who knows?
They give us zero details.
They really just drop it in there.
Yeah.
Assuming we'll be so blown away by the private terraces and the Le Creuset cookware that we won't even question it.
Right.
Clever marketing.
Yeah.
I'll give them that.
So to our listener, if you're at all curious about this themed area, we're putting you on a mission.
Go for it.
Dig deeper, find out what it is, and let us know.
Yes,
it could be amazing. It could be underwhelming.
Yeah.
But the thrill is in the hunt for information, right?
That's so true.
Like, that's what these deep dives are all about. They should spark your curiosity, make you want to learn more, even if it's about something you never thought you'd care about.
Yeah.
Like, say, typhoon shelters.
Right. Exactly.
Okay. All jokes aside.
Yeah.
We've given you a pretty thorough look at V Causeway Bay.
We did our best.
Ultimately, whether or not it's worth it for you depends.
It really does.
On your priorities and your budget, are those private terraces and that extra level of privacy worth the premium price tag?
Yeah, good question.
Only you can answer that.
That's up to you.
And if you do end up staying at V Causeway Bay, we want to hear all about it.
Definitely.
Was the reality as good as the marketing promised? Were those community events a hit or a miss? And most importantly, what's the deal with the typhoon shelter-themed area?
Let us know.
Spill the tea.
Tell us everything.
Until then, happy travels.
Bon voyage.
And remember, sometimes the most intriguing destinations are the ones that leave you with more questions than answers.
Absolutely.